I'm owning is a blunt or Lexus. Continental breakfast at the Waldorf. If a bitch come to my room, she got her drawers on. You haul off, better get the moving. When that beef like coffee brewing, and my niggas get the shooting. Only time you rock designer if you lootin'. Boy, I'm patient and I'm prudent. I ain't rushing like I'm Putin. I'm always in the flyer shit you never seen. I'm always gonna be relevant. Evergreen. I'm always gonna be relevant. Evergreen.
Yo, Rich.
What's good, DK?
Man, how you doing, man?
I'm chilling, bro. Ready to get into another one of our shows, you know?
Yeah, you feel me?
So without further ado, it's two philosophers in a pod.
Cass.
I'm your host, Rich.
And I'm your host, DK, man.
And today we coming to y'all to talk to you about a question that has been circulating around the community. I want to know the answer to the question. DK want to know the answer to the question. So we figure we bring the question to you. How important is Black representation? Let's talk on it. I don't want to go first. I want to hold my opinion, so I'm gonna pass it to my brother.
Let this would have been something that was messy. Let this would have been something controversial.
No, I don't want to go first because it might get controversial and messy with my take.
Okay.
You know, but at the end of the day, though, we do know that this question has to be answered, and I'm curious to know what y'all think. So definitely leave it in the comments. You know, dialogue with us. Let us understand your thoughts too. But right now, we're gonna share with you our thoughts. So DK, do you feel, or no? Let me rephrase that. Let me just pose the question to you regular. How important is Black representation to DK?
In a non-predominantly Black society, none at all. Not at all. All it does is make people accept the rules from the masquerade that's put on for the people to say, okay, you know what? It's these group of people that's really making the laws, right? But as long as I have a black face telling me what these group of people are saying, I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if the group of people are white bankers, or it don't matter if the group of people I'm just being funny, but in the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, like whatever conspiracy theory that they have, or at least that really run the world. Black folks and got so ignorant to where it's like, we don't really care who really run the world. We just want a black face to be the masquerade for whoever really wants the world. I don't think people get that, bro. I'm not voting for no masquerade party, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not voting for a cover up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't believe Black representation is that big of a deal to me, because I can have a white man give me more benefit as a black man, giving me some more black laws than I can have with a man like, let's say, Obama, who might look like a brother. He might can shake your hand like a brother, but he not finna sign off on no bills, and he not finna push nothing to Congress to let nothing benefit black people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say the same thing about other people. Just I ain't trying to get this video taken down, so we're gonna watch how we speak on the presidency. But that's the same thing that's going on today, except for just a female representation of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I don't need somebody to look like me, but that's gonna tell me what they gotta say. I know what they gotta say. They've been saying the same thing since we was, you know what I'm saying? So I don't need Black representation. I need Black progression. If that gotta be with a white person as president or as the governor, if that gotta be with a woman, I mean, I'm not close to the idea of having no type of leader, no matter what kind of type of person they are, as long as they're about Black progression.
Right. No, I agree 100%. Like, my thing is, what's the point of having Black representation in there if their character isn't intact, if they aren't for Black progression?
Yeah.
Right? It really doesn't matter how many Black people are in a presidential cabinet, right, or on the administration team, if it's not within them to do anything to move the Black culture or African Americans forward. right? If that's not their motive, if that's not their end game, if that's not their desire, if that's not where their heart is at, then it doesn't matter whether they're in that seat. Because I find it extremely contradictory and hypocritical that, you know, you have these black folks, you know, on the side screaming, you know, we got to vote for Kamala, black men for Kamala. That's our mother. We're going to let our mothers down if we don't go vote for this. We got to stand behind her. Like, I hear all the talk, right, bro? And my thing is this. It's just amazing to me that when it's a black person that aligns with your party, then you want their representation, even if their track record is no good, even if they set out their own mouth. No, why would I do something specifically for black people? Like, right? When these things are being there, you throw all that out the window because you like, she got the complexion for protection, right? We got to get her in there by any means. Yeah. But at the same token of time, you'll look at a sister like Condoleezza Rice, when she was in the office, had a high position under Bush. She was nobody to y'all. She was a coon because she was working for the white man that's under the Republican Party instead of being in the political position of the white man that's in the Democratic Party. It makes no sense, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, do we really need black representation? Yeah, I agree. But it has to be positive, has to be genuine, and it has to be authentic representation, right? How you want us to go behind and support Kamala, our sister. Candace Owens come out and say some shit, and it's like, oh, that ain't our sister. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Why? Because her narrative isn't one of oppression, because she don't feed into what the sister. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy to me.
Okay, one thing I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it out, man, to make the show interesting, right? One thing we got to start understanding is this movement is spiritual. It's not racial. To me, it's not even sexist because you got the LG, you know, you got the community involved with it too. To me, it's spiritual, bro. And by spiritual, I mean, when you got somebody that says, you know what, I'm supreme to other people. I feel like that's always wrong. But we say it's wrong when it happens between other races. But when it's happening between sexes, right? When one sex says they're supreme to the other sex, is saying, instead of saying we need each other, I feel like that's just as bad and as divisive as racism, right? So for somebody to say, well, I just feel like I want something that look like me in office, I wouldn't really give a damn what it come with. God damn, like whoa, that's a level of idolatry, bro. Yeah. That's a level of self. So hold on, we're telling you that it might be something that come with some consequence that come with, you know, this whatever this representation. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it light. We want the video to take flight, right? So whatever representation they're trying to get in office, I'm trying to say, whoa, that might not be what's best for the country, based on the fact that when you had the opportunity to vote for this same person a couple years ago, this person had to drop out of the election because they wouldn't compete.
Yeah, that 1% approval rating, right? 1% was her. Yeah. That's why she dropped out of there.
That's why she dropped out. So I'm like, when she had a chance to be a candidate on her own, before y'all could just, you know, sneak and say, hold on, switch them out real quick. Go ahead, tell Joe to drop. We're going to go ahead and put such and such in there, right? I'll say Joe's name, you know, I'll say, because who is Joe now? Who the fuck is Joe now? You know what I'm saying? I'll say Joe's name. But I'm not going to say there might be certain president-elect, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? So they say they're going to swap out the candidates, right? So everything the person had to go through last time, in which they weren't successful with running, campaigning, raising their own money. None of that was required this time, because now we could just swap out this for Joe for this. You feel what I'm saying? And so skip the hard part. Let's just get to the easy part, and let's just get the voters. And it was like, whoa. And it's like, whoa. And I always said this. If the devil himself got a quick weave, a couple baby daddies, on food stamps, on child support, look like Sexy Red, and going in the hood, then it can come in the hood and do whatever detriment it wants, because that's a black woman. Let's not tell it it's the devil. Because that's a black woman, let's not say it's evil. because that's a black woman. Let's not call it out on for what is wrong. And that's what I said. The devil can do way more as a black woman than it ever could as a nigga that's gonna get shot in the streets or locked up in a heartbeat.
That's some real shit right there. And I'm gonna go one even further, because when you look at Kamala being married to a white man, right? When Candace Owens on the show, it's like, oh, you can't be black, you married to a white. Oh, but here's the VP that's married to a white man that y'all all gun-ho about now. Let's go vote and get her in the office, right? I would love to hear Dr. Umar take on this. You are no Snow Bunny type of dude.
He ain't rocking with her.
All the way. Huh?
He ain't rocking with her.
At all. Listen, okay. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
He's telling black folks don't fall for it.
Yeah. I'm like, don't fall for it.
I'm like this with Dr. Umar, right? I'm about 60-40 because I'm sorry. It's some Snow Bunny.
Yeah, no, Dr. Umar be on point about some stuff. It's some things that I like to sit down and go back and forth with him
Snow
about.
Bunny sticking up
stuff, yeah.
They coming to the cookout meat casserole, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them out. There's a couple Brad Pitts out there, nigga. Nah, they can come to the cookout, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He all for like no white folks coming to the cookout. I'm like, we need some of them, nigga. Like, be real. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna build bridges and shit? I know we know how to design it. But who gonna get out there and really say, okay, this bridge need to be, you know, like the New York Bridge, right? How many niggas outside of slavery would have built them bridges y'all got in New York? Niggas don't like to swim and we don't like heights. So I'll be like, we gotta procreate with some white people. Who gonna fly planes on average? Niggas don't. You seen Soul Plane? They had Soul Plane and they had that Denzel movie where he was on coke and drunk and shit. Because that's what it's gonna take for niggas to fly a plane. So I look at Dr. Umar like, you know what? Who gonna build tall ass buildings and shit, nigga? We don't like heights, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's certain. Who gonna scuba dive, nigga?
Ain't necessary for the movement.
Who gonna drill oil?
Yeah, but you know, our ancestors before us knew that, right? That's why we had the Rainbow Coalition, right? Huey P, you know, Fred, like a lot of these people started knowing. Even Malcolm X later on, when on his voyage to Mecca, when he came back, he started understanding, yo, bro, it's not just it's a mindset thing, it's an energy thing, it's a people's thing. It's not a color thing.
Race wasn't a concept till like the 1850s, bro. We keep reiterating that on this show, but I don't see race, bro. So with Dr. Umar, he like, if a black man can find a submissive woman, she might be white, but she gonna cook, clean, nigga. She gonna please this man sexually. I'm gonna keep it mature. I was gonna say something real vulgar. We're gonna keep it mature. You feel what I'm saying? But she gonna everything that he need in a mate as far as a female mate. Instead of this black man being on the other side, and that's my only disagreement with him. I feel like if he really so on black women's side, you should preach against the culture of the other type of men that don't like women, right? I feel like that's more of a detriment in the black community than his racist point. You should just go get all the men that like men and tell them why don't they like women before you skip that in the line because you don't want to offend nobody or get shut down. And that's what I think he fake at. And then you want to go holler at all the brothers that still like women, but that woman might be an Hispanic woman or a white woman and all this type that. Now you got to talk down on him, but you ain't got nothing to say about the brother that don't like women at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst representation of a black man ever, in my opinion.
If you talking about growing the black population, that's how it began.
Because them other dudes still adding to the black population.
That's a fact. Whether they have a baby with a Mexican woman, a white woman, an Asian woman,
that's still black, bro. You can take that baby to that whole country and they'll tell you, now that baby black, we don't care if it speaks Spanish.
That's a fact.
You don't give a damn that baby got a long nose. That's a long-nosed Negro. You feel what I'm saying? So but get back on point. I don't mind the different, a black woman having a white husband or a black man having a white wife, because I don't care about the masquerade on the type of spirit that you need to grow with. That's a masquerade thing, man. And so we talk about how important is black representation. It's not. Black representation kind of hard to get rid of. Anything mixed with us kind of become us. Why you worried about that? Science did its part. You don't have to put that far. I feel like, but you do got to represent this narrative of what black and keep up with this narrative that they can go mimic of what black is. Oh, let me go dap them up. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you got to keep that up. You got to represent that. But scientifically, you ain't got to keep up with what's black. You ain't got to represent. We gonna stand out in the human race no matter what. No matter how much they try to dilute us, shoot us, pollute us, it doesn't matter.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
These big lips, big nose, these big ass eyeball, you gonna see all this every generation.
100%, bro. Like you spot on. And then we gotta also pay attention to the representation. It's there for a reason. It's not there to be idolized and follow every word they say. My favorite basketball player, Kevin Durant. A lot of people's favorite basketball player, LeBron James, right? But at the end of the day, Kevin Durant is not going to get on a mic and tell me his political views or what he think, and I just say, oh, Kevin Durant said it, I'm going with it. But people do that, right? They take representation to the idolization point. And because this person is representing us on a level like LeBron James being considered the greatest basketball player, and he's black, so African-American, he's representing us on that highest level. So now when he comes out in the media and he say something, people like, oh, well, we got it. LeBron said it. No, LeBron is a fucking man. He's a man that thinks the way he thinks, and at that point, this is speculation. But at that point, you're a billionaire. I'm pretty sure you saying a lot of shit for the betterment of whatever groups you in, you know what I mean? Whatever, finances you got invested in different markets. Like at that point, you're speaking for the benefit of your family, your wealth, your business, whatever you got going on, whatever you desire. So I can't take everything that you say for face value. I can't let your politics be my politics. I can't let you convince me to feel, overly emotionally about shit that goes on between, black people and white. I can't, I have to feel that. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't, I have to believe that. And that's where people go wrong. Their beliefs, their feelings be coming from the black representation that they idolize.
And I'm not going to lie. I'm gonna shine some light on it. I'm going to be 1,000. Nigga, you get Wesley Snipes running for president. Black as that nigga is, black as I've been my whole life, we just ain't never had the temptation, right? Because the first time they come with the high yellow Negro, right? Now they come with the high yellow woman. Let Patti LaBelle run for president. I said they would have had a nigga.
A different type of black.
I'm like, the national pies is gonna be through the roof, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But what I get at that, I would say that's why I say vote with your pockets. Right, getting back serious. You're supposed to vote with your pocket. You're supposed to be colorblind when it comes to voting, bro. Because that's supposed to be a financial thing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't supposed to be personal. That's supposed to be financial, bro. So it's supposed to be like, you know what? Let's take Kamala Harris for black right now. And I'm just gonna give an example. This is not financial advice. It's not. I'm saying let's say to Kamala Harris be like, you know what? I know a lot of black men are invested in Michael Jordan tennis shoes. And if I become president, I'll make sure that every already bought pair of Michael Jordan tennis shoes by black men go up 500 to 1,000% in value so they can resell them and make the money and start their own businesses. So I would do everything in my power to make the brand Michael Jordan go up to Louis Vuitton level, go up to Hermes level, go up to Fendi level, so that the black men that already own Jordans can resell that and make money. That would be the reason why. And that's a dumbass analogy, right? But I try to make it simple to where I'm trying to teach people why you vote, right? So I look at my closet like, damn, I got a lot of Jordan in there. Jordan would be some stocks. Jordan might be, a financial play I can make with real estate, but I need certain city codes and things to be passed. I need, certain write-offs, when it comes to inspections to be passed. I know this governor, this mayor can do it. So you're supposed to look at your wallet. This is my opinion. Look at your wallet. Say, this is what I got in my wallet. This is what I got in my assets. This is what I own as far as the stock market. This is what I got going on as far as business, right? What candidate is more about helping me with this than all the other ones?
You're asking people to think. You're asking people to think.
I'm asking to substitute their emotions because they're thinking. Because for a woman to say, I would like a representation of me in office, that's a thought. I just gave them credit by saying if they said, you know what, we're gonna bring James Brown back to life and let him run for president. Nigga, I been this motherfucker. What? Black, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, Samuel Jackson for president. Niggas is voting. Denzel Washington for president. I'm in line. You know what I'm saying? Idris Elba. Hold on, nigga. I got him on the shirt. Idris running for president. Something that look like me. I get it. I'm not trying to talk. See, I'm the one that'll put myself in your shoes, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, before I heard what I heard about Tyrese, they would be like, Tyrese might be he couldn't. I heard he had to do something to get his little movie roles or whatever. Yeah, but I ain't gonna bring Tyrese up. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's say you take somebody, you know, that we grew up as black men looking up to, bro. You know, representing us. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Ice Cube runs for president, right? We automatically got to stop lying to ourselves and saying he wouldn't already be a foot in our heart because he one of us, nigga.
Nah, you know what's crazy about it? Because I agree with you, but
I mean on a broad level, maybe not independently, but I mean,
no, I agree with what you're saying. I'm saying the pushback is gonna come because then again, I tell you, they want black representation only if it aligns with
their agenda,
their side, their party. So remember how they attacked Cube for coming with the black agenda that he wanted to propose to both sides, and he sat down with the Trump administration. And why would you sit down with them? Right? So they killed him for that. So at the end of the day, if Ice Cube was to run for president, they'll be like, oh, he's unqualified. Oh, he this, that, and the third. He tried to sit down with Trump. You like this is where I said you're asking them to think. They aren't thinking. When we look at how you think and what thinking, what's the capacity of thinking, what do you have to do to actually think, then we will understand that they're having thoughts, but they're not thinking, right?
Yeah, but I was talking more about, and I didn't mean to cut you. I was talking more about as far as us having a candidate. You know what I'm saying? Just black men of our demographical background. Like if we really saw like a Mace or a Cameron running for president, right?
I agree with that. Look, to even go further back up your point, because that's why I was shaking my head. Yeah, when Kanye ran for president, I'm like, oh shit, nigga, yay for president. I fuck with Trump, but I was like, yay for president. You get what I'm saying? So again, I get that, I get it, but again, that's not thinking, right?
You would think
that's not thinking. That's just yeah. It's not even, I'm not thinking, it's a thought.
Now go back to your Donald Trump point, because I like the fact that you brought up the fact that Ice Cube sat down with him. He actually talked to Ice Cube about black agenda and black problems. And I just want to shine some light, not telling people who to vote for. This man formerly been a Democrat. Like this man formerly been, on the other side. So how does he not understand what we go through? I'm gonna say as black men, I'm gonna leave the sisters out of it, bro. I don't see no sisters. We don't have to start inviting some sisters to the show. Ain't no sisters up here to speak, so they ain't here right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying I've seen him pardon black men. I mean, that I feel like that was just straight. There was no more saying that, white men commit crimes and they just get away with it in the United States of America. I'm like, y'all didn't see Kodak Black and Lil Wayne walk free? Donald Trump just signed off on that like it wasn't nothing, just because they got careers and he feel like, you know what, man, lock y'all up for what? Let these niggas free. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but he was pandering. He did that for the black vote. That's what they.
I know presidents who generation didn't give a damn about the black vote on the Republican side, and I know they only pimping the black vote on the Democratic side. So that shows that this businessman has some value for me. And when I go look into him talking about coming up with these new business plans to loan out money to black men, to get black men going in the business world and all this, and he's pro crypto, and hold on, who invested in crypto? Anybody who not traditionally making it in America. I know a lot of Negroes invest in crypto. I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk about talking points, hold on, this is a white man that he'll at least free a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He only did it for this reason. Stop trying to judge people. And just talk about what he did. He freed some guilty Negroes. Yeah. I don't care why he did it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? And look, and he did it the same reason why the white folks free the white boys. They want the vote. So why am I gonna judge Trump because he want my vote? And that's the only reason why this governor finna
sign. At least he's doing something for the vote. That's the part people are missing,
bruh.
We're not out here. Yeah. I'm not out here saying Trump is the savior for humanity. Trump is, the person that's going to bring an oasis to the Black culture. I'm not professing any of that. What I'm saying is I understand what his policies are, what his politics are, and how that benefits American citizens. And if I am an American citizen, then I reap the benefits of that. When they cut government and you can operate and run businesses without having to go and get 70 certifications and 30 licenses, that's going to make it easy. That's going to take it back to when America was great again, right? When you can go outside and set up a lemonade stand and make some money to take care of your family and don't got to worry about, oh, you don't got a permit to be there. Oh, we got to fine you. Oh, you need licenses for this, that, and the third, right?
You know where that come from? Them damn Democrats.
Absolutely. Government got bigger.
That keeps niggas.
They started putting,
Because listen, small business and blue collar business is what me and you would do. No Diddy. Me and you as two Negroes right now, like, look, nigga, we got a fire-ass lemonade recipe. Look, we can't get no job. Let's just go sell some lemonade.
And turn it up to the max.
And them Democrats be the reason why we need all the permits to the point where we can't open up the lemonade stand. Oh, but the women, the LGBTQ community, everybody else except Black men who need these small business and these blue collar jobs. Oh, they good. They getting scholarships. They getting grants. They get all the jobs because of DEI. Oh, we mad DEI. I don't remember being a Negro benefit from DEI. You benefit from DEI?
Nah, unless you was from the colorful community, and you were, if you was, they get a lot of DEIs.
So when you talk about Trump saying, "Oh, we're gonna tear up all the Democratic structure. We're gonna let Black men free for real," I'm like, y'all don't hear this now. And then Black women are like, we want Black men to be real men. They not on our level. They can't take care of us in this economy. We can't have no lemonade stand. They're not gonna give us the permits.
Bring back the lemonade.
Listen, this crackhead should be able to change order. I remember back in the day, a crackhead used to be able to go give you illegal cable, change your oil, and move a couple pieces of furniture people had to move, and they used to be able to take care of a whole family. Why? Because it wasn't a permit to have it. Now you need $1 million in insurance to just go move somebody's sofa. You need $1 million in insurance just to go cut somebody's grass. Why do you think that is?
Yep. Why you can't just go out and cut grass? But that is what happens when government get too big. Government get too big, and what I'm noticing is that people like to be controlled, bro.
Yeah.
People like to be controlled. They don't even understand the freedom that comes with smaller government. They don't even understand that the government was designed to work for the people.
Not the other way
around.
But
because they got so big, we have been working for the government, and the government has been controlling the people. And people are okay with that. Every time you go out and you vote for people with certain politics, very far right or far left liberals, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You start walking into those waters of like, damn, they're giving your rights away, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, Trump is an American president. They don't want to realize it. They don't want to hear that. They want to keep running with the racist narrative because, again, just trauma bonding. Like, people love trauma bonding with that slavery narrative. So anything built around that, they're going to grasp on to that and hold on to that shit like Jack in the Titanic trying to hold on to Rose before his last moments.
You gonna die and the bitch still gonna be alive. And that's what's gonna happen to niggas. Niggas gonna die and this shit still gonna be going on.
Exactly.
The immigrants gonna be falling to it. See, I feel like if Black folks don't wake up, right, they're gonna perish to nothing. And they just gonna take the same game plan. I feel like the Democrats just want to run it on people that don't know English now.
My people perish for a lack of knowledge.
Right? So we get the Black folks out the way with this next election by giving them a masquerade that's gonna usher in. Like, how do they know Kamala Harris is the perfect person? I hated to say her name, but hell, we done said it a million times anyway. At least we done said it in the first couple minutes. At least they're going to watch this episode to report.
All right, so
okay. I'm saying Kamala Harris is the perfect type of motherfucking president to bring in Project 2025. That's right up her alley. She locks up black men at a high rate. When she was a senator or whatever she was for the state of California, they always said she was a very liberal voter. Like, she was always all over the place with her voting and all that type of shit when it came to her use of having her power on a state level to make decisions.
We've been all over the place, a lot of places with a lot of people.
Forget the perfect person to say, hey, look, man, I know how it feels to want your abortion rights. I used to be a hoe too. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, look, we can't have them no more, guys. And I understand, and this sucks. So who would be able to deliver the anti-abortion speech better? This is what I want women to think about. Who would they accept that truth from? This is why I don't believe in black representation. Get back to our thesis statement. They would accept that from a Kamala Harris because she understands their pain. They wouldn't accept that from Trump. So I would be like, well, y'all are not more scared of the person that look like you being in office, because that's normally, if you don't notice the person that's in office, them the motherfuckers that suffer the most. Like right before white men fell off, didn't they get Trump? Next thing you know, they're the villain in every movie. You know what I'm saying? They're not the best dads in the U.S. no more. You know what I'm saying? Like all these negative statistics about white men just started flowing out after you had Joe Biden and after we had Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Now, when Obama was around, then we see women not need niggas. And, you know what I'm saying? I started to tell people, I'm starting to feel like, and it's just a theory of mine, whoever's in office, that's who's going to get it. So,
it might be some truth to that. Like, statistically speaking, more black people were shot and killed under Obama administration than any other president. And remember, like, Obama was the one that militarized the police. He was also he the one who put the body cams out, which is funny because all them shits was doing was recording the bodies. Yeah, because they were dropping like crazy under his administration. So the body cams I'm starting to think, he put the cameras on them and said, let loose, and we gonna be able to film all this shit. That motherfucker's gonna calm down. I don't know, bro. I get to thinking about a lot of different ways this shit could have transpired.
Niggas might be selling them tapes like mixtapes overseas.
You know?
Niggas getting killed every day. They selling this shit to Abu Dhabi now.
Desensitize them. Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that's just my thought. I'm like, black women, anytime, and that's just my outlook, bro. Like I said, I was very law conduct. I wanted to be in Congress growing up. I would have loved, before I knew what life was, I would have loved to have been a governor, whatever the case may have been growing up. But that's one of my first dreams. So I always noticed like the person that's in office, them the people in society that's taking the most BS. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking at them like Kamala Harris would be able to sit down and be a funnel to tell black women all of the BS they now have to accept and endure, because they'll accept that truth from her because they feel like that's a black one.
And it's crazy.
Does that make sense, bro? I'm like, they should be scared. They should be scared, but that's a thinker, bro. That's the person who would sit down and say, hold on, if somebody had to get me, how would they get me? Okay,
disguised as me.
If Verb said, let me get $50, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay back on Monday. With no intention of paying a nigga back, right? Could he get that versus a white man? No, I'm going to watch this white man. If a white man say, hold on, no, let's sign this so I can at least take the small claims court or give me some collateral. I don't know you, Mr. White Man. That's who you need for president. The person you don't trust is who you should vote for president, because you're going to keep your eye on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to trust them. You're going to really understand their policies, right? So if I'm looking at Trump and Trump don't look nothing like me, I'm going straight to his policies, and that's going to have to look like me. Versus Kamala, I might look at Kamala, say they look like me, and never look at
the policies.
That's what I was saying about West.
The fact that she was even given as the presidential nominee is the problem, because y'all supposed to vote. The voters are supposed to select their presidential nominee. So if Biden drop out of the race, it's not supposed to be just hand me down like she's the next nominee. No, like if Biden's in office and something happens to him, then she's the next president. But as far as nominee for an election that's coming up, if I drop out, I can't just say, oh yeah, you the nominee. No, the people's supposed to vote the nominee in. Biden, even being a sitting president, got voted in as the Democratic nominee.
Yeah.
So they should have went back to the drawing board, and it should have been Kamala and Bernie and all these other people, Robert F. Kennedy, all competing for that vote to be the presidential nominee. But they gave this on a silver platter. You know why? Because this is the same woman that helped them win the election for Biden, because they gave her the vice presidency on a silver platter and said, go out there and get all those black women to vote for us now. You ain't going to do nothing in the campaign. We don't need you outside of you getting these black votes for us. So we're going to give the person that had a 1% rate running for president, we're going to give her the vice presidency only because we know black people are stupid and they're going to go out and vote just because she's a black woman.
And what's crazy is they literally used her for the vice presidency. Then we didn't hear nothing from her ass. We heard about the Labortazar situation, but we really went about 3 years, bro, without hearing nothing about Kamala Harris, bro.
Nothing
in public. I mean, I forgot she was the vice president, bro. When I would see Biden, if she was back there, she was just sitting back there smiling. I mean, we didn't hear nothing. And now all of a sudden, I'm like, bro, I feel like this is what I don't want for black women, right? I don't want black women to say, I want us to be represented in office. Okay, y'all know what come with that? Because what if they hate, the shit y'all got going on in office? What if they hate the fact that, hey, Kamala Harris got in office and did this, and they want to take it out on you in the land? They want anything to represent a black woman in the land to be the recipient of their anger towards the presidency. Are y'all ready for that? Because that's what white men go through every day. White men got to go out in society, and because they didn't even do shit just because the president looked like them, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They got to go out here and be demonized just because what some people in the office look like them are on. And they ain't did nothing. But woke up, went to work. They don't come from nothing like you. They got to pull themselves up by their bootstraps every day, just like every minority in this goddamn country. But because somebody in the presidency look like them, they just guilty by association. I'm like, are black women ready for that? Because y'all not even accountable for what the hell y'all did to the black community.
Right.
So how would you take responsibility for what's going on in this country and then be persecuted for that? And then y'all say y'all need niggas. Get your ass in that presidency seat and see if you don't need niggas. Because if people start getting mad at them on a national level behind what's going on in that presidency, then who gonna have to be their personal protection in society? Who gonna have to be the person to say, because Kamala Harris is messing up and my woman Bo Shikwa, she looked just like Kamala Harris. And now everybody want to jump on my woman in Walmart because they mad at Kamala Harris. Who gonna have to protect her? The police? No. So you're not. So you can't even vote for Kamala Harris unless you really understand. Or no, you need your black man for that vote. Your brother man for that vote. How can you not say, okay, in order for us to take on the whole world, want not neck, right? Pause. But you get what I'm saying? It'd be times the whole world mad at the U.S. The black woman ain't ready for that pressure, man. We really gonna drop this episode. We need to clip this up because I'll be the one that said, y'all not accountable enough for the seat of presidency. And you're not accountable enough for something that represents you to take the seat of presidency, for you to have to deal with that in society. And I don't care if I studied on that last presidency because I was spitting them C's and I ain't know what it's other side. So I'm gonna fumble on mine. I ain't just gonna keep saying S's and C's all smooth and I'm gonna fumble on mine. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying,
as long as you pick the ball back up, the coach is mad when you fumble and you lose it. Yeah, it's a turnover. As long as you pick the ball back up.
But my point is, you would need a pretty accountable motherfucker to want to be represented like that in the White House. Somebody that's used to saying, you know what, it's all my fault. I'm the bad guy. Everybody blame me, but I'll still work to fix everything, right? That's why I said if they had a Wesley Snipes running for president, I would vote. I would have to go look at his policies. But he'll already be halfway there because I already know, at least as a dark-skinned black man, he's already been demonized. He knows what it's like to be doing everything right and still get called wrong. That's what you need for the presidency, right? Because there's times you can be the president and do everything right. You can be in a position of leadership and do anything right as a father, anytime you're a leader, and still get called wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm just really I don't think they're ready, V. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000, bro. I don't think they're ready. I don't think I don't think that they have the backbone that it takes to have Kamala Harris in office, V. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they are, able to take the heat that comes with that everyday pressure, right? You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like at the end of the day, we're going to be able to protect them as black men from that heat once she steps in that office. So it's like, what are you saying? You saying Kamala gets in office, now all of a sudden you got to be on 24-hour watch guard for your black woman in society? Nigga, yes, nigga. If she do anything to piss society off, they're going to want to express that in society against black women because they're going to want to feel like black women put her there. They're going
Hey.
So now I got a daughter I want to protect. This is why I'm voting for Trump. I got a daughter I want to protect. I don't want my daughter being blamed for what Kamala Harris doing. I'm voting for Trump. How about that? I'm voting for who I want to take the blame of the United States of America and who got some kind of points and got some kind of aim with his presidency that'll benefit me. So I want the white man to take the blame for what's wrong. And I want him to have some aims in his presidency that's going to benefit me. That's how I choose who I'm going to vote for.
I'm voting simply for the best candidate, and Donald Trump is the better candidate.
Yeah.
Period,
man.
Period. And I'm not sugarcoating shit. Donald Trump, he's been in the office for 4 years. The country was thriving. The economy was thriving under his, administration. Gas was down to $1.89. I make, at that point in time in my career, I was making over a certain amount of money. I definitely benefited from every tax break.
Crypto was through the roof.
So at the end of the day, life was great under Trump.
Yeah.
And he's been in the office. He's been proven he's a businessman. He's America first. He's Second Amendment right, First Amendment right. It don't take much to convince me. You get what I'm saying? Well, I'm not going to say it don't take much to convince me, but it don't have to take a bunch to see the stark difference between Trump and Kamala. And she would not be getting my vote at all.
Yeah, nor would nothing in my house be voting for that, man. That ain't going to lie. They saying it's starting to cause separation and division in marriages. Some men standing on their ground saying, hey, my house not voting for that. And, they might have a counterpart, a mother-in-law or a cousin or something that say, why y'all and look, I can't stand that narrative that if you don't let black women get away with everything, that you hate them. Just because I said I'm voting for Trump don't mean that we hate black women. We actually trying to protect y'all while keeping y'all out the presidency.
And I'm glad you said that because I need a quick message to the men. Don't be out there getting pressured into voting for something that is not in your best interest.
Real talk, man.
Like for real, at the end of the day, be a leader, be a motherfucking man, stand on your 10 toes. And I don't give a fuck if you one of them dudes that gotta, y'all quote unquote, y'all be in the doghouse or sleeping on the couch. And like if that's you, that's how you rock, no disrespect. But all I'm saying is fuck it. Be in the doghouse, sleep on the couch. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, stand your ground, bro. Like if you one of those that just don't know and you just whatever. But if you know about Kamala Harris, if you are someone that was voting for Trump prior to Kamala Harris being the presidential nominee, do not let black women, your mother, your sister, your woman, your wife, none of them convince you that you are obligated to vote for this woman because she's a quote unquote black woman. Because that's a whole nother discussion we can have because I don't even think she's black. And I can go through stuff to justify that. But since we all deeming her a black woman, all I'm saying is don't let other black women punk you and turn you into a fucking bitch-made ass nigga to where you go out and vote for a woman
just to have peace in your home. There's a lot of dudes that's gonna go out there and vote just to get a plate of food that night.
But look, they're gonna have happiness in their home and misery in their lives, right? Because if the economy go to shits and you can't provide for your woman, she ain't gonna stick it out with you. She ain't gonna say, oh yeah, you did vote for her and I did ask you to. So even though she did some policies that, trickled down and affected us negatively, I'll still ride it out with you. No, when that money gone and you can't provide and you can't keep a roof over their head, they're out the door. And they probably going to a nigga that voted for Trump.
Episode done. Hey man, this been two philosophers, man. Oh man, y'all have a good day, man. Peace, man.